how they identify. That
How they identify. So, after Trump or whoever's going to be president, are we going to have the first unicorn president or the first cat president? I mean, you'd have. I identify as a cat. It's like me going to a supermarket or going to let's say this, going to a jewelry store, stealing jewelry. Then they're about to lock me up, and I'll be like, "Oh look, I identify as somebody that can take whatever I want." So, I mean, I identify as a free person. I don't know what you're doing, so you're going to have to let me go free. You see how stupid it is? Hey, what's going on, my American-loving friends? Ryan here. Welcome to the channel again. If you would, give us a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. What we have here is the world's most famous Karine. It's the White House press secretary, Karine, on Trump. Quote, "No one has any right to tell someone who they are." This is what Karine said, talking about Kamala being an Indian. Let's take a look at it and you tell me what you think. Let's get it.
I can ask you about something that's happening at the NABJ right now. Donald Trump is speaking to some of the reporters who were assembled there, and right out of the gates there was what can best be described as a contentious...
This is the Black Journalists Committee that he's talking about. Trump's up on stage being drilled, and that's where we're at right now.
exchange where the former president said, I'm asking this through the lens of someone who represents the president, vice president, not someone who has to speak as a campaign question. He says of Kamala Harris, the vice president, she was always of Indian heritage and she was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, he said, and now she wants to be known as black. So I didn't know, is she Indian or is she black?
Wow.
She has always, this is unclear, I respect either one, but she obviously doesn't because she was Indian all the way and then all of a sudden she made a turn and she went black. Your response to those comments?
He is a candidate, so I'm going to be super careful.
Wait,
no, hold on. I have more to say. I certainly have more to say. As a person of color, as a black woman who is in this position that is standing before you at this podium behind this lectern, what he just said, what you just read out to me, is repulsive, it's insulting, and no one has any right to tell someone who they are.
Unless it's true. Don't lie to somebody. Lying is bad. You can tell somebody what they're doing, who they are, if it's true, and it'll help them out. Well, it'll help you keep from lying. That's what it'll do.
How they identify.
So, after Trump or whoever's going to be president, are we going to have the first unicorn president or the first cat president? I mean, you'd have... I identify as a cat. It's like me going to a supermarket or going to let's say this, going to a jewelry store, stealing jewelry. Then they're about to lock me up, and I'll be like, oh look, I identify as somebody that can take whatever I want. So, I mean, I identify as a free person. I don't know what you're doing, so you're going to have to let me go free. You see how stupid it is?
That is no one's right. It is someone's own decisions. It is, I'll add this. Only she can speak to her experience. Only she can speak to what it's like.
What it's like to be an Indian. We've seen the pictures, Karine. We've seen the pictures of her with her family and the dots on their foreheads. We've seen the pictures. She grew up Indian, so.
She's the only person that can do that. And I think it's insulting for anybody. It doesn't matter if it's a former leader, a former president. It is insulting. And we have to put, she is the Vice President of the United States, Kamala Harris. We have to put some respect on her name, period.
We got to put some respect on her name. Don't call her an Indian. That's really bad. That's horrible rhetoric. It's not like, it's not as bad as Nazi. I mean, it's as bad, it's worse than Nazi. It's worse than Hitler. So let's not put that rhetoric of her being an Indian on her name. We got to put some respect on her name. Because being called an Indian, oh my goodness, it's worse than being called a Nazi or Hitler. This woman's insane. Oh boy. Golly. This woman's crazy. She went in for the interview at the Democratic Party, for the Democratic Party. She walks in the door. Hi. Well, hello, Karen. How are you? I'm good. How are you? Well, we got one question for you. Do you know how to lie? Well, yes, I know how to lie. Oh, you got the job. That was the whole interview that happened. And but do you know how to lie on the fly? Yeah, well, yes, I do, and I can like not answer questions if they're too hard to answer. This woman right here, I'm telling you, if you agree, give this video a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'll catch you on the next video. Y'all take care. Peace.